All natural.
Rack. God.
I think if you speak to the players this week and ask them about the oil pattern, a lot of them are going to say that the left side played really well. And what happens when you put an oil pattern out and it's equal both left and right, the right side goes through much more transition, the left side doesn't see as much transition, and so generally speaking, the left side of the lane will be a little bit better. Today, it's the exact opposite. With all the traffic on the left side of the lane, they're seeing exactly what the righties go through. In qualifying, remember, there's only about 6 or 7 exempt left-handed bowlers. And that's not going to tear the lanes apart like it does when you've got 50, 58, 55, whatever the math is. You've got that many more right-handed bowlers, especially when you got guys with the rev rate of Wes Malott, Tommy Jones. Really tears the oil pattern apart.
Back on the strike path, Malott, essentially a self-taught bowler, doesn't practice much because, as he says, he creates bad habits by going fast. Timing gets all whacked out. During the winter break, took that extra week off by not bowling in Reno last week. He bowled 4 times total during that break. He said he subbed in the league twice and bowled 2 local tournaments. That was it.
And that's big, and that's nasty. And that's why he's the big nasty.
Get the engraver out. 42-pin cushion now for Malott. 7 frames, 6 strikes.
Watch the reaction to this one. He knows that this is just going to put him further ahead. He's like, oh, yeah, it's getting down to crunch time.
So far today, just 3 non-strike frames for Malott. Page working a spare, gets a strike.
And it looks like he's got to be perfect on this left lane coming up in order to catch a strike. He's only struck once on the left lane in the title match. The other 2 shots have been both 7 pins. He can strike out the 236. Wes Malott already in the 230s, working on a double.
Go heavy on that one. Fortunate to have just 1 pin remaining.
And again, we talk about the wet dry reaction on the left side of the lane. This one's going to get a little bit too far to the left. It's going to overreact. Very hard for people to understand that because they don't bowl on this pattern. So what do you mean? You use the dry boards to the right or the left, depending on what hand you're throwing it with, and the ball should just go to the pocket. Problem is, when you get there too quick, it overhooks. It's a fine line. Wes Malott's blended this pattern out beautifully. A lot due to the fact that he's the only right-hander on that side of the lane today. Huge advantage. A lot of second-place finishes. This man looking to win again. Is it his day or what?
Call the engraver.
He's been summoned.
He was second in both of his TV appearances this season. In fact, Randy, he's placed second in 4 of his last 5 TV shows coming into today.
52-pin lead. He can strike out for 278. Just got the biggest break of the week right there.
It's all right. Oh, boy.
This match all but over. Wes Malott in the 240s. The best Rhino Page can shoot 216. Wes Malott's going to win for the 3rd time in his career.
Spare, and it is over.
Spare and done.
Title number 3 for the big nasty, Wes Malott.
Yes, baby. Yeah.
Page will finish up now. Strong outing this week from the rookie, particularly after his weak outing last week in Reno.
Yeah, he made mention of the fact that he does not like the shark pattern, but he'll figure out a way to bowl on that. And each week he says he's learning more and more out here. It's a learning experience. Remember, you've got to be in this for the long haul. He's getting a taste of early success. You can't get frustrated. Just steady the course.
Asked him to describe how the season has gone, and 2 words jumped out that he said: unimaginable and gosh. You know, I mean, when somebody's saying gosh to you, you know the kid is all right. You know, I thought I hit its peak, and then I'm back on another TV show. And holy cow, Patrick Allen said that about me? Well, that was awfully nice of him. I mean, this is a good kid who's becoming an excellent man on the PBA tour.
You know, last week is a good experience for him. He even said so. He said it was humbling, finishing 84th after I made back-to-back shows. He says it was a learning experience, and you can't take anything for granted out here.
Has the number 2 average on the tour, trailing only Walter Ray Williams Jr., number 9 on the PBA World Point Rankings, number 14 on the money list. He'll get himself a $13,000 check today.
Couldn't pry it off. Sorry, Wojo.
Not a lot of rookie hazing for this kid, because I think the players know he's going to be somebody they're going to have to be dealing with for a long time.
You're great. You're the greatest. Great tournament, last great over here, man. Thank you. You'll get it. You know that.
Nice encouraging words for a Malott. And this week he was the great right hope, the only righty in this field of 4 here on television. Had that side of the lane all to himself and made the most of it.
Let's go ahead and get one in there.
And another.
You know, I used to throw it like that back in my dreams.
$1,000 man right here.
You're rolling soon, though, again, aren't you? Have we seen you in Vegas on the lanes?
I'll be at the Tournament of Champions, yes, sir. I'm back in the TSC, man.
Oh, man.
Better start practicing. What a great week for Malott. You know, in a lot, I know that ring and 10 he left against Michael Haugen that gave Michael Haugen his first title. I know that really aided him. He made a great shot. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work out in your favor. This week, different story.
Malott lost in the semis here in Medford last season. Coming into today, number 4 on the PBA World Point Rankings, was number 1 last season.
Unbelievable.
It's not like any of this should be a surprise.
Here we are in the winner's circle again. Thank you, Chad and Columbia, for everything you've done. This is what it is all about right here.
And the veteran getting in some subtle plugs as we lay out for him. $255 and a Rolex.
Right here. Jordan, you put this one on the case, buddy, and you can hold it up when we get home. This is awesome. Thanks, guys.
He rolled a $245 in the semi.
You guys have been there for me all the way.
Topped it by 10 in the final. Career title number 3 to Wes Malott. We'll be back to wrap it up from Medford after this.